The goalkeeper, international goalkeeper, is dropped, and Dobren has recently been transferred, so a key man up front in breakaways for the Romanians will be Radu, their little number 9. And he is very much the key man up front, having scored 24 goals last season, 22 goals the season before. There he is, the man who scored most of their goals when they won the Romanian Championship a couple of seasons ago and played Nottingham Forest in the European Cup last season. So it's Aberdeen to kick off, mindful, of course, of their last match at Pittodrie in this competition when they beat Ipswich Town 3-1. Weather conditions have been variable all day. A lot of rain has fallen, not longer than just a few minutes ago when the rain was coming down as the fans should have been coming. The crowd slightly disappointing, but that's the least of Aberdeen's worries, and the first little bit of confusion in that Romanian goal now. Played over the top by goalkeeper Arichu, the man who's replaced the international Romanian goalkeeper Christian, and that might give him a little confidence at the start. Rugby's header putting Watson under pressure. Well, reacted well to that. Hewitt beaten by Tulpan, showing fine control for a fullback. Careless ball played in by McGee, and Stanku getting across before Weir. Plenty of urgency about the play of Peter Weir. Well, McMaster on that excellent left foot, and the goalkeeper struggling. And Strachan gives Aberdeen the perfect start. The start that Aberdeen were obviously hoping for. And Gordon Strachan, with his 9th goal of the season, puts them ahead. So it was that superb early cross by John McMaster. Goalkeeper Arichu at full stretch misjudged it slightly. And look at the control and the coolness of Strachan as he plays that into the empty net. Getting it back now to McMaster. There's Hewitt. Breaking the ball to Peter Weir. Zamfir doing well to stay very close to the Aberdeen winger. 16 caps he has, Zamfir. Good play from Peter Weir. Again, trouble with that cross ball in the Romanian defence. I think we can expect to see a great deal of balls played into the danger area by Aberdeen at the first possible opportunity. They've spotted how vulnerable the Romanian defence can be in that situation. There's Andy Watson. Now John Hewitt. Well, now the Romanian defence appears to be in total disarray. The original ball breaking to Watson at the edge of the box. His driven shot coming off the legs of Arichu. And if Hewitt had just steadied himself a shade more, he might well have done better with that final shot. Stuart Kennedy. Hewitt. Little flick header towards McGee. This is Andy Watson. Well, Watson certainly got the scent for goal after scoring twice against St Mirren on Saturday. Corner kick to Aberdeen. Kennedy coming to the corner of the box. There's Rugby. And that was a fine chance for Rugby. The Romanians protesting that he was leaning as he came for that high ball, but Rugby might well in fact have scored with that header. It finished up going straight at goalkeeper Arichu. Zamfir, a good turn of speed getting back. Turku onto Callow. And Strachan measuring that. Pass back towards Leighton. Certainly was going wide of goal, although Leighton had to look very smart to get across to it. Callow controlling it only for Watson. Now McMaster. McGee to Strachan. Strachan again. Forced wide towards Kennedy. McGee's at the far post. The goalkeeper is struggling again. There's McMaster. And how did that escape an Aberdeen foot? Driven straight across the 6-yard box by McMaster. Missed by McGee and by Hewitt, and that could so easily have been Aberdeen's second. Way through the first half, Aberdeen still leading by that Gordon Strachan goal. And eager for more. That pass from Watson though won't help. Beyond McGee. Tulpan has shown himself to be a very tidy fullback. So the throw to Arges will be taken by Tulpan. Ignat is number 10. Rugby for Aberdeen. Now Hewitt, he's found some room away from Kirsta. Well, I think he was overestimating the pace of Stuart Kennedy in the overlap. Lutza beaten comfortably by Kennedy. Now here's McGee. And that's come back in. And a marvellous goal by Peter Weir. Well, it looked as though the chance was gone, but Weir got to it in time. So the break on the right flank this time, and once again it was a cross ball delivered this time by Mark McGee, which had the Romanian defence all at sea once again. It appeared as though it had got past the far post, but Weir turned it in at that very narrow angle. McGee holding off 2 challenges. Now going for a run, and Zampier bringing him down in blatant fashion. So McGee, who was the victim of that dreadful tackle earlier on by Stanku, again taking some harsh treatment. The referee content to give a warning to Zampier, the Romanian fullback, as McMaster takes the free kick. Stanku's header. Strachan back to Miller. Romanian defence coming out again in a line. Again, the flag was up on the far side. This time I think Kennedy was the man who mistimed the run forward. So the Romanians still playing this offside trap, which could so easily be breached by a well-timed run from midfield for Aberdeen. And this time it's Watson who goes down, and again the free kick to Aberdeen. Ignat getting a warning from the referee. Commanding figure, the Norwegian referee. A lot of work in the first half hour. Tulpan. Balutza running straight into trouble in the form of Strachan. Now Kennedy. There's Rugby in the box again. Well, Rugby certainly realises how vulnerable that Romanian defence is to high cross balls, getting forward at every opportunity. Not quite getting the header the way he wanted to. Balutza. Back to Ignat. Balutza again. Good piece of running by Callow, and obstruction, I think it may be. No, the referee content to give the throw in to Arges. Here's Radu trying to turn away from Cooper. Ignat plays it in. The clearance from Rugby. Barbalescu fighting for it. Now Turku. Radu trying to find room for a shot. And Aberdeen combining. Play that up. A long ball from McMaster. Now we have McGee on his own. And that was so nearly Aberdeen's third. Well, the pace of Mark McGee again destroying the Romanian defence. McMaster again with the early pass from a deep position. McGee's pace going through. The final shot looked good enough, but it just eluded that far post. Now Hewitt running straight into Zampier. Well, he's certainly working very hard to turn the tide for Arges. Radu towards Callow. We've been a bit careless with that pass forward towards Watson. This is Ignat. Radu. Barbalescu on the right, and Hewitt doing a good job back checking. Here's Strachan. McGee is forward on the right. Watson arriving also. Kennedy on the right flank. It's a good early pass by Kennedy, and Tulpan reacting well. Kennedy sweeping it in. And a marvellous save by Arichu. Aberdeen defence to cross balls, but look at this for goalkeeping as Kennedy's cross, Hewitt's diving header, and a reach cross very quickly to that left-hand post to save. The referee allowing advantage. Balutza trying to get away from Kennedy. Getting help from Callow. Balutza's got a good turn of speed, as you can tell, if he can leave Kennedy. This is Radu. Turku made the decoy run. This is Barbulescu. And that could so easily have been disastrous for the Aberdeen defence. Balutza's header coming in on the blind side. Now Aberdeen must remain diligent. Good build-up this was from the Romanian side. The decoy run from number 11, Turku, setting up the chance for the cross. Balutza coming in, and the ball finishing in the side netting. Barbulescu. Kiersta. Dropped right back. A marking role in central defence. Stanko to Zamfir. Zamfir appears to have decided that Arges have to come forward. Becoming more adventurous as the game goes on, the Romanian fullback, but that attack breaking down on Rugby. Here's McMaster. Trying to thread that through towards McGee, and the throw-in is the consolation. McMaster again. Sweeping it in towards Hewitt. Perfect header. Well, John Hewitt certainly cannot be grudged that excellent goal. And again, the flighted ball coming in from the left foot of John McMaster. Hewitt rising above the Romanian defence, and look at the direction and the power behind the header. Just on the half-time whistle, Aberdeen's third goal. And just the morale boost, if they needed any at all, that they welcomed for half-time. And that, in fact, was the last action of the first half. Aberdeen go in at the interval, leading by 3-0. The goal scorers, Gordon Strachan after 12 minutes, then Peter Weir, and that marvellous headed goal just on the whistle by John Hewitt. So, a great first half performance by Aberdeen. Rejoin us in a couple of minutes for the second half action. So here's Zamfir. Certainly one of the more adventurous defenders in the Romanian side in the first half. Barbulescu running straight into McMaster, and the goal kick to Aberdeen. So Aberdeen, who have gone 10 matches without defeat, and they've only lost 3 goals on the way, maintaining that form tonight and doing Scotland proud. Rugby playing a long ball forward, and it's won this time by Kiersta. Zamfir heading it on. Back from Weir to Rugby. Great little layoff from Strachan. Neil Cooper. Misunderstanding with John Hewitt. Hewitt started a run to that right side, then checked out, but Cooper didn't realise that. Barbulescu made a lot of yards to get into that attacking position. Now here's Radu. To Turku. Now Callow. Barbulescu. Callow wants to return and wants a chance to cross. Barbulescu sending it in, and it's straight to Leighton. But again, Romanian stringing a few passes together inside the Aberdeen defence. Hewitt to Kennedy. Now Strachan. Kennedy making the run. There's the chance for Watson. Well, that was finishing of as careless a calibre as you could care to see. Well, that really should have been the 4th goal. Kennedy stripping the entire Romanian defence to the dead ball line, pulling it back. There's Watson, 8 yards out, the goal at his mercy, and snatching that right over the top. Now Radu. Callow again. Marciano. Posing a new problem for Miller, and winning a free kick with that little bit of wrestling. Tall, powerful figure, number 15. Now the Aberdeen defence must remain alert. They cannot afford to lose an away goal. As you'll recall, they count double in the event of a draw and could make the difference between qualifying for the third round and failing. 5-man wall. Radu will take the kick. Ignat joining the wall. Good save by Leighton. Not a lot of power behind this shot, but it was bending furiously towards Leighton's right-hand post. That was good handling. So Radu coming close, and Aberdeen now trying to turn the screw again at the other end. Peter Weir. Oh, blatant body check by Zamfir. So the free kick to Aberdeen. Rugby's in a hurry, but I think he'll leave that to McMaster. Short ball taken. That's a bad one from McMaster. Callow, Moisiano challenged by Cooper. Now Kennedy. Hewitt going to the right, followed by Tulpan. Well, the fullback did well escorting that behind. The Aberdeen players think that was unfair, but I thought the ball was always within playing distance of the fullback, which means that it was fair play on his part. Stanko's goal kick. Cooper's header down to Kennedy. Stanko attacking the ball. Here's Andy Watson. Wide now to Weir. Far post ball. Well, Christian came for it and got a powerful fist to it. Not a bad effort from Rugby. Kept that down well. Would have been so easy to blow it over the top, and he was intent in keeping it down just wide of the right-hand post. Moisiano. Well, that certainly will pose no problems for the Aberdeen defence. There's the Aberdeen bench. Alec Ferguson looking at his watch, I think, wondering if he can snatch another before the final whistle. Kirsta playing it wide to Ignat. Left midfield player throughout the match, Moisiano. Ignat again. Wide is Zamfir. That was well held by Leighton with Moisiano coming in. Zamfir's left foot shot. And if Leighton hadn't held it, it might well have been a rebound, which would have caused some trouble for the Aberdeen defence. Cheeky little ball forward from Weir to Angus. 15 minutes left. Christian's come for it, and these elastic arms gathering them all safely. Now Radu. Here's Turku. Radu again. Waiting for Callow. Turku is onside. Played on by Miller, who made the block. Now Andy Watson. Hewitt and McGee are forward. Strachan coming up on the right flank. So is Kennedy. That's forcing Strachan to turn back. Now using Kennedy as a decoy. That's just tipping over the top. Well, that was an anxious moment for Christian. Strachan going inside, using Kennedy's overlap as a decoy to find space for the shot, and that's just tipping over the top. Callow again. Balutza. Don't think he quite intended that, but he's still got possession, taking on Rugby. Corner kick is given. So another moment for the Aberdeen defence to remain diligent. Looks like a spot of cramp for Doug Rugby. Now right back to Ignat. Oh, and that wasn't far away. That might well have been the goal which would have made life very tough for Aberdeen. Ignat had a lot of time to tee that up. A lot of power behind the right foot shot, and that couldn't have missed the post by much. Tulpan taking over and lofting it forward. Moisianu playing it on to Radu. Now Turka. And just over the top from Turku. That could so easily have made it 3-1. Well, a moment of slackness in the Aberdeen defence. The ball was wafted forward apparently aimlessly, but found its way to Turku, and that lashing right good volley might well have hit the net. So we're into the final minute here at Pittodrie. Aberdeen leading by 3-0. And McGee still chasing for a fourth. Back to Angus. Infield now to Watson. Strachan trying a long-range effort, but that's causing no trouble for Christian. So Gordon Strachan has flitted in and out of the match throughout the night, but made some very important contributions. In fact, there'll be no more action. The referee bringing the match to an end. Aberdeen winning by 3-0. The goal scorers all in the first half: Strachan, Weir and Hewitt. And there's the Arges goalkeeper Christian, who made such a difference in the second half. In the first half, Aberdeen caused all sorts of trouble with cross balls into the box, but whenever Christian appeared, that all changed. He gave his defence confidence, and Aberdeen may well welcome the fact that they got that very healthy lead before the interval. So that's the position here at Pittodrie. An excellent night for Aberdeen. They're through by 3-0 to take away to Romania in a fortnight's time. And with that, it's good night from Pittodrie.